was my 12th birthday, and instead of asking for a traditional party, I wanted to do a Nerf war with my friends. At that time, I was living on a church campus that had over 60 acres of land. My two best friends at the time brought all their Nerf gear and had camouflage clothing on. We waited until around 12 at night. We decided to play manhunt. My 17-year-old cousin, who lived with me at the time, wanted in on it. Naturally, I said yes. We were all decked out. It was a 4v1. Me, my two best friends back then, and my sister against my cousin. The sky was jet black. If it weren't for the occasional street light and the flashlights we had attached to our guns, we wouldn't be able to see 3 feet in front of our faces. We had been hunting him for a while, and my cousin was nowhere in sight. I told my crew to be prepared for him to run at us at any moment. We had reached a soccer field and saw a figure standing underneath a lamppost. I told Ryan to stay back with my sister and provide cover for Michael and I. We got down in full prone position and started to army crawl in the direction of my cousin. The closer we got, the clearer the figure became. It was fairly big and in a gorilla-like pose. It was merely a silhouette. I wasn't able to see any facial features, but I knew it had to be my cousin, right? I took a shot. It didn't respond. I told Michael to shoot at it. No response. I assumed that we were too far away for the Nerf darts to actually affect him. We would crawl closer and take turns shooting a single dart at a time. At this point, I was confused. Why wasn't he moving away from us? We decided to take one last stealth shot before rushing him. Once again, no response. All he did was shift in our direction. Right before I was going to give the order to rush him, I hear shots behind us and Ryan shouts, "I see Josh! He's running behind us!" If Josh was running at us from behind, then what were we just shooting at? Do you think that's what would be flying through my head? But no, I forgot about the strange ape-like figure I was previously approaching and ran towards my cousin, yelling and shooting as many darts as I could. It wasn't until later on, after the party, that I realized what had happened. To this day, I do not know what was sitting underneath that lamppost, and honestly, a part of me doesn't want to find out. All I know is that I never saw it again the 4 years that I lived there. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I saw Bigfoot or some monster, but I can't accept the thought that a gorilla was on the campus for just that night. I still think about it sometimes, at night when my thoughts won't allow me to sleep. I wonder if it really happened. If what I saw was just a strange looking man just trying to find a safe place to stay for the night, but was interrupted by some kids playing a game. I refuse to believe it was a man in a gorilla suit either. There's no way. The way he just stood there, menacingly, was too realistic for it to be a suit. The 4 of us couldn't have coincidentally seen the same thing that night and it not have happened. I think about what would have happened if it decided to react to us. Would I still be here? Would I have found out what it was if I got a clear look at its face? What if it wasn't a physical thing after all? What if it was some sort of spirit or some specter, if you believe in that kind of stuff? I'm not entirely sure that I do. I wonder if it's still out there, and if it is it still standing underneath a lamppost, emotionless, expressionless, and unresponsive to the outside world?